And welcome back everyone to the Sonic and the Black Knight playthrough, joined once again with my good friend, Roxas1359.
Hello.
So, like I said last time, this time around we're going to be visiting the wonderful Camelot Castle to see our good friend, or good new friend, the blacksmith, to get Caliburn's blade sharpened up quite a bit.
So we were walking around with a dull sword before. Now we're gonna walk around with a very sharp object.
Yes, going at very high speeds.
This is not safe in the slightest.
Is anything Sonic does safe?
Touché. So I take it the people just don't mind the demon guards around the city?
I mean, they probably mind a lot. I mean, I don't think... There's very little people here, actually, like Caliburn said.
So, pretty much everyone's just hiding?
Yeah. I mean, the town's basically, you know, breaking down. There's a lot of fires everywhere for whatever reason.
Ah, so crime's gone up.
Yep, crime's gone up. I want to see a crime syndicate with these guys. Because you saw how they looked, right, when I saw it the one time?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically all the citizens in this game. Just different colors here and there. Just scattered throughout the game. You sometimes have to rescue them, save them, talk to them, trade with them, and so on and so forth.
So they bar progress sometimes.
They sometimes are the objective. Sometimes they never stop you, except for missions when you can't touch them. But you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Don't worry.
I'm quite worried about that. Do they have a phobia? I mean,
you just cannot touch them. They have like a thing about touching for whatever reason.
You're touching me!
Yeah, it has rabies.
Well, I mean, with how this thing's going around swinging a sword, if this thing had rabies, I'd be terrified.
Have you seen like the freaking anime swing he's doing? That's
I know,
honestly the best thing about this game.
It looks like you have more control in the air too.
You mean like with the homing attack thing I'm doing with the swinging sword?
Yeah.
Technically, that's automatic.
It's automatic?
Technically. If you do it right, that's why I like this game actually, because if you get in the groove of it, it's really fun. If you homing attack and then swing your sword within the right time, it turns into like an automatic, like, moving, flying buzzsaw. Where you just cut through whatever enemies like nearby within the vicinity.
That's dangerous.
It is! But it's super fun once you get really good at it. Does that sound familiar, Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have music on?
No.
Oh, okay, you can't hear it. Okay, so the music's playing right now, I should probably clarify, is a remix of Believe in Myself from SA1.
So are we gonna have to go through Tails' arc where he finds that he doesn't need Sonic
I
for
wish.
everything anymore, only to then, in the next game, go through the same exact character arc?
Yeah, but this time we realize he doesn't need Sonic's business.
Oh.
Can you sharpen my sword? I don't need you anymore, Sonic. I'm a millionaire.
Millionaire inside of medieval times?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think the concept of
I mean, not millionaire, but at least have, like, I don't know, 3 gold.
I have 3 gold!
I have 3 whole golds!
The sad part is that would be an achievement.
Yeah. But yeah, since we've made up with Tails, I mean, the Smithy, we now have access to a new mode whenever or a new selection every time we do a mission. Now we can go to the blacksmith to customize our character.
So it's basically much like how the rings were.
Not exactly, no. Since we can't exactly switch out swords, here's where we can actually equip different equipment to give us bonuses, give us boosts, so on and so forth, debuffs for whatever reason. And
you want a challenge.
If you want a challenge, yeah. You can also view your status. To show, like, because soon we will have different styles, or different, well, different styles, actually. Where we can actually check on what we have. And as we level up, like I said before, from knave to knight to whatever, to god knight or whatever, king, you get more skills. Which actually, you know, adds to your overall bonuses, give you better, make you faster, stronger, hit harder, block better, so on and so forth. And actually evolve over time.
Ah, so actual practical skills.
Yes. It's a lot more streamlined, too, than Secret Rings, where you have to go through, like, it's not micromanaging at all. You just basically pick a class, and then you are that class.
Wow, how much did the smithy end up, you know, sharpening the sword?
Pretty damn sharp, since we're now able to use the dreaded Soul Surge.
I'm more concerned with the fact that he's cutting through what's probably solid limestone.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Happens all the time.
No, it does not. And now we're just going into anime now.
Yep.
Do I have to watch out for when he bankais?
Oh, yeah, that'll happen later, don't worry. So, basically, what Soul Surge is the replacement to Speed Break and Time Break. In this game, you're allowed to lock on once you defeat a certain amount of enemies. Your bar goes up in the bottom left-hand corner. And you can do a quick little slice if there's any enemies in front of you. If there's no one in front of you, you just basically do a speed break. You just keep going forward till you meet the next enemy. When you actually lock onto an enemy, you can do one of two things. Well, technically three. You can swing the nunchuck to run up and kick them, which is useful for people with shields or any wisps, which we'll be seeing later. You can also do a sword strike. You know, they're basically just slash, hack, and slash, that kind of thing. Or, as we'll learn later, which I tend to do a lot during this playthrough, the perfect Soul Surge, which when you wait for the reticle to turn white, swing your sword, you actually hit an enemy and get a bit more of your Soul Surge back, so you can keep doing it over and over again within a certain point.
Well, that seems like something that you would just constantly want to do either way.
It is and it isn't. Because that's what I thought too, because perfect Soul Surge does give you more points, but it slows you down, since you have to wait for the perfect Soul Surge opportunity. So, what I usually do is just basically, remember I said before the flying buzzsaw technique?
Yes.
Basically that's one good way to actually rack up a lot of points and keep your speed. Because the buzzsaw doesn't like stop you at the end of it, you keep going.
Who put all these barrels out here?
I don't know, the running townsfolk trying to run from this onslaught. Also, you can do it in the air. What I should add, once you do it in the air, like when you stop, you just basically like float in the air for a bit and drop down. You don't continue your speed like if you do it on the ground.
So you don't maintain your momentum.
Yeah. You can't like go into speed break, I should say.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So air, while a lot fancier and it's technically a more accurate homing attack, I should say, it doesn't allow you to keep your momentum.
So what was the mission for that one? It looked like you just didn't touch the ground.
Basically, it's just, these two missions I just did were practice. You know, to get you used to doing Soul Surge on the ground and Soul Surge on the air. You have to kill like a certain amount of people doing either, respectively.
Oh, okay. So a new battle mode has been added.
Yeah. Also, I should add that basically, after each mission, of course, you get different items, like we've seen, like romantic tea, different armor, and swords. Using some of these items, you can actually craft new, better weapons for your character, which is actually kind of nice. And you can also, if you have friends who have this game and are willing to, go through the grueling task to do so, you can actually trade items online with your friends.
Well, you could.
You could.
The Nintendo Wi-Fi connection's severed.
Would that still work on the Wii U, though?
No, because all Wii stuff in Wii mode on a Wii U uses the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection.
Okay.
So that's why you can't play Wii games that had an online mode online anymore.
Darn. Now I can't trade items with you, Eric.
Oh, darn.
I mean, it's not that bad of a thing, because on my Wii, I have, I think, all of the swords. Because I played this game as much as I played Sonic and the Secret Rings, which was, I might add, a lot.
Well, pretty much to where you got everything.
Yeah, basically everything. 5-starring a lot of the missions, though, are actually kind of hard.
Harder than Secret Rings getting every single item?
Yes. Or every single gold medal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite bad, because only on Secret Rings, you're only on, I only stopped at, like, level 62. Or 64. I don't know what the cap is for that game or this game. We're trying a lot of comparisons between Secret Rings.
Well, that's because they're pretty much the same style which is what they were as storybook games, and
yeah.
Honestly, we're probably not going to be seeing another storybook game because it would have come out by now.
Which I'm kind of sad about, honestly. I like them.
They were improving. I will admit they were improving. I can see why they didn't want to make another one because, if the first two are not really doing too well, you're kind of iffy on making a third one.
How well did the games do, actually?
To my knowledge, I know review-wise they didn't do too well.
Really?
Yeah, review-wise they didn't do too well, and there's a lot of games that get either refused localization or don't really get much of a future if they didn't get much.
Apparently it did really bad.
I don't know how good.
It got like a D, basically.
Black Knight?
Yeah, it didn't do that good at all, actually.
I would have
Going
thought
based
that.
on, I should not go based on IGN Metacritic. Gave it like a 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, because I do remember that it didn't get that well of reviews, but I would have thought that it would have gotten better reviews than, you know, Sonic and the Secret Rings.
What did Secret Rings get, actually?
I think Secret Rings might have done a little bit better.
Well, IGN gave it a 6.9.
Well, IGN doesn't know what the hell they're doing half the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like really the case for anything. They really don't know what they're doing half the time.
So yeah, GameSpot gave Secret Rings 7.6. Metacritic 3.5. Secret Rings honestly fared a lot better.
It's probably because it was new at the time, and then there was the whole, it uses motion control, which was, when Secret Rings came out, a really cool concept because everyone was believing it was the wave of the future.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they have died a quiet death, which is good.
It really shows like how reviews are actually done within like the time when the time they came out. Like how perceptions have changed.
Yeah, because one thing that seems revolutionary in the past, in a modern sense, might not be as revolutionary. That is especially the case with like graphics.
Yeah. Like another example, Sonic related example, not Secret Rings, Sonic Adventure. When that came out, it was amazing. Now when they release it, everyone says it's that's okay. And yeah. Every time we re-release it, they keep saying like it's not as good as then because, you know, it doesn't look as good.
Uh-oh.
Who the heck are you?
Oh shoot. My sword's not sharp enough to handle this guy's edge.
Is he gonna pull out a Glock?
He just pulls out a gun.
What? He was in a game like this?
Oh god, that would have been the perfect motion for it too.
Wait, maybe it's a gunblade.
It's just that he looks like trouble.
Yes.
It's Squall Lionheart.
Yes.
What shall it be? Will you abandon your sword and flee? Sounds good to me.
Fool! A knight never flees a foe.
May I have your name, apprentice knight?
He is Knave the Hedgehog.
So what do you think of
He accepts your
Shadow's voice acting in this game?
Wait just a second here. Brace yourself, Knave the Hedgehog.
Honestly, not very fond of it.
Really?
Yeah, I honestly preferred the role in Shadow.
Is it because he's trying to be too like try hard?
He's trying way too hard.
Yeah.
When compared, and that's something. When Shadow the Hedgehog made it sound less try hard.
Yeah.
That was like the game that was asking for that. Because
glad
maybe I would.
I'm glad you got that in because the mission's over.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he didn't try too hard to beat Sonic. Or my mistake, Knave the Hedgehog.
It's funny because he's supposed to be Lancelot's supposed to be considered the most powerful knight.
And he goes down like a scrub.
Yep. Maybe next time.
Now, honestly, I was rather surprised that out of all things, they ended up using Sonic Adventure 2 music when introducing him. Like, slightly remixed Sonic Adventure 2 music.
They reference a lot of like
One of the knights of the round
The
table?
adventure games?
yeah, they reference adventure games a lot in like the music tracks.
and the closest to King.
They were probably trying to go on for nostalgia with that. I would have thought they would have done All Hail Shadow with a slight remix, because that pretty much became Shadow's theme.
Yeah. But this game actually does a lot like a technically a lot of fan service in a way.
Such
Not so much like within the actual like game and story, but more so like the options, like the extra like little add-ons the game did.
I got this, didn't
Because
I?
a lot of the remixes, like in the
is Arundite.
bonus
Swords of this land.
things, that little menu, it's a remix of It Doesn't Matter.
We're here.
Oh.
To like it's not piano or violin or one of the two.
I've been waiting for you, knight from another world.
Where's my chili dog?
Where are you going?
Did you bring my lunch?
But that's...
You are being rude to the Lady of the Lake. Bow your head.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot your chili dog. I'm sorry.
I think I know why you're here. It's about Excalibur, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. You don't waste any time, lady.
It's like, whoa, you're touching me.
I'll tell you how to hinder the scabbard's power of immortality. I'm the one who gave it to him, so it's kind of my fault, see?
Kind of. It kind of is entirely your fault. in that
Yeah,
way.
about that thing. I kind of doomed the world. My bad.
Scabbard
That is literally how that just played out.
It did.
turning out the same way, right?
I'm sorry I messed everything up. Go fix it, please.
So, I have 3 tests for you. Would you like to hear them?
Sure, fire away.
First, free the innocents from King Arthur's dungeon. Second, offer compassion to those in need. Third, defeat King Arthur's Knights of the Underworld. You have 3 days. Good luck.
That's weird.
Oh, so she knows invisibility too.
She's
Ah,
only got
everyone's a
close
wizard in this
to a
world.
True knight.
Are you up to the task? This will not be easy.
Ha! I'm the world's fastest hedgehog. Check it out. You'll be calling me sir before you know it.
Again, that whole world's fastest hedgehog thing just doesn't, like, sound that impressive.
It really doesn't. Because, I mean, when you can... Well, I mean, it was kind of ruined because Eggman can run so fast.
I was like, before I was like, fastest thing alive. Now it's like, I'm the world's fastest hedgehog. Like, that's cool. I have the world's fastest F1. You're not so special, are you?
Rampage. Oh, so we're going to go and destroy a bunch of buildings and eat people? As a giant monkey?
Not that rampage. Well, like, just kill a lot of things. For the heck of it, I guess.
Well, I mean, she said kill Knights of the Underworld.
Oh, I thought we were doing test number 2 right now. I'm sorry.
So I'm just assuming that that's what we're doing.
We're killing 50 people.
Or if they are people.
Technically, this isn't one of the tests.
Wait, this isn't?
Yeah. Like I said before, I believe, maybe, this may be it. I didn't see how the mission outcome looked, actually. But, like I said, like, I believe I was telling you before we actually started recording, like, the story mode missions are actually, like, have a different icon than the actual, like, bonus missions.
They're actually labeled, unlike Secret Rings, which was stupid when it did that.
Yeah. So, just for future reference, like, any missions that are story-based have, like, a cross on them. And any others would just have, like, a target circle on them. So if any of you are curious, like, which ones you need to do for story, that's what you have to do. But some, I believe, maybe like 1 or 2 are only unlocked after doing, like, a bonus mission. Maybe.
So this game doesn't really try to force you to do all the missions like how Secret Rings
No.
did.
Or at least it tells you, like, up front, like, what you have to do. Not just be super vague about it. Well, not vague, not even just tell you outright what to do.
Which was really annoying in
Yeah.
Secret Rings.
Especially when you're trying to do a story mode playthrough, and you need to figure out what missions you need to do to continue.
That is one of the reasons why I'm avoiding Secret Rings for a while. Heck, I might even do Black Knight before I do Secret Rings.
Eric, continuity.
Yes, I'm starting to say screw continuity.
Eric, how could you?
Well, I mean, what? Are you gonna... How is Sonic gonna explain this to Amy? With how he's gone?
I don't know. I got nothing about that. I could actually say, since I have need things to say, thank God for me in the past writing random facts. Did you know that Nume, aka Amy, aka the Lady of Lake, is the adopted mother of Lancelot?
No.
And apparently, she also made Lancelot's sword, which is actually called the Erendite.
Which we took from...
Which we took from.
I didn't realize that olden times you play for pinks.
Was that a thing?
It might have been. I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Because we'll see something later that, I may talk more about this later, but, like, throughout this game, whenever you defeat, like, one of the Knights of the Round, you take their sword.
You know,
And
actually,
it's always-
that sounds like it would be something that would actually happen.
Would it?
Yeah, it does, because then I'm thinking of random comparison. I'm thinking of Gilgamesh from the Final Fantasy series. He takes people's swords when he beats them.
And
And
what is he based off of?
Well, the name's based off the actual, you know, Gilgamesh, which
Oh.
wasn't a knight. But the way he acts is knightly-ish,
Oh, okay.
knightly-ish, which is why.
The code
And-
of chivalry and all that nonsense.
And I mean, you know how Japan is. They love to use other cultures in the games.
Yeah. At least say their names and make them completely different.
Yeah. It's especially fun when they try to do religion. That's always the best.
Yeah.
Looks at Shin Megami Tensei. Which Sega now owns.
True. So maybe they might be putting more of those out?
I'm more concerned for the fact that maybe Europe will actually get them in a timely manner.
Nah.
Poor Atlas. Well, not poor Atlas, poor Europe. Atlas just hates them. That's my honest thing. They honestly probably just hate them.
Funny company named after the world hates one part of it.
Hates a good third of it.
Hates a good third of it.
Or a fourth, I should say.
Let's just go talk about how big Europe is for the remainder of the part.
Sure. Europe is big.
And that's the end of the playthrough.
Well, I mean, I'm honestly surprised, given the time period and everything, that there aren't any references to, like, Scotland or Ireland, considering it's, you know, King Arthur.
It's probably keeping like the location kind of vague-ish. It's similar probably to like Secret Rings, where just like a location based off this geographic location.
I guess.
Because if you do like 2 real life, because even Unleashed, like, they based it off it, but it wasn't that. It was just a combination of whatever. Like Spagonia is like Italy, Europe, Spain. So it's probably running like on that kind of train of thought.
I guess that makes sense.
Made it.
Yeah, you just made it. You managed to save all those citizens.
Yeah, I didn't save anyone. I gave them money.
Oh.
That's literally the mission. I was
So
giving
you
people
bribed
money.
them. So
I
you bribed
bribed 5. I killed 3. I got an achievement for killing 3 too. Because this game has achievements, and if you kill too many, you get an achievement saying you're an ass.
them. That's the best kind of achievement.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll get a few more, I don't know, beneficial, maybe nicer achievements next time on the the Black Knight playthrough. We'll travel back to Camelot Castle. See y'all then.
Bye.